What's up, everybody? I'm back, and today we're gonna make some very delicious pad thai. We're gonna start off with just soaking our noodles for about 30 minutes in warm water until they become pliable, an egg, peanuts, and then on the side we have a mixture of fish sauce, vinegar, and sugar, green onions chopped up, some ground chile de árbol, some bean sprouts, some tofu, lime, and can't forget the star of the show, the shrimp, and the tofu. Let's get started. You're gonna heat up a wok until it starts smoking. You're gonna get a neutral oil, vegetable, or right here I'm using avocado oil. Just go ahead and throw it on in there. You'll see it start smoking right away. Gonna start off by throwing in the tofu. You can throw in the tofu or the shrimp. It doesn't really matter. The point is just to get some nice colorization on them and not cook them all the way through, because we're still gonna need the juices and the sauce that they give out and the flavors that they give off. And when we throw in our noodles, it's gonna absorb it all. So go ahead and throw your shrimp in there. This is roughly about 20 little pieces of shrimp. It's enough for 2 people, or if you're me, it's enough for just 1 person, because I eat like an animal. Just go ahead and stir it up. Let them all mingle and get to know each other. Let it all get some good colorization on there, and just keep watching it. You don't want the shrimp to overcook, because they become very, very rubbery and kind of snappy, but not in a pleasant way. After that, you're gonna grab your fish sauce mixture, sugar, fish sauce, and just white vinegar. And we're gonna toss it in a few, but we're gonna just keep on circulating our tofu and our shrimp just so that it gets some even color on there, like how I said before. You don't want to, this dish, keep in mind, it cooks pretty fast, so the prep time is the thing that took the longest. And then from here, we're just gonna dump in our noodles and we're gonna mix it all in together. But it is a recipe that's really fast and really simple. The only thing that takes the longest is the preparation, but once you're over that, then you're good. And then we're gonna follow up with our noodles right here, and then we're gonna throw in our fish sauce in a few after they've gotten to know each other. My bad, I mixed up the 2 segments, but it's all good. So just go ahead and throw your noodles in there. If you have a pack of noodles, usually a pack would suffice. If you have a big pack, say just do half if you're just cooking for 2 people. If you're cooking for yourself, you can do whatever you want. Go ahead and stir that in together, and then from here we're just gonna mix well. We're gonna throw in our fish sauce now, because our noodles are gonna absorb the sauce and it's gonna get everything else that was in there too. So the juices from the shrimp, the caramelization from the tofu that it's we threw in there. Now we're gonna just start by making a little indent in the center, kind of like how you would do it if you're making pasta. You would get your flour and make a little hole in the center, and this is where the egg is gonna go. We're gonna leave the egg here cracked for about 10 to 15 seconds. We want it to kind of cook first, and then we're gonna mix it in. Don't want to mix it in right away, because it's just gonna get harder for the entire egg to cook, and you possibly could run the risk of just overcooking the shrimp. So let it set in, and then once it's set in for like 10 to 15 seconds, gonna just maneuver all the way around and just let it get to know each other, because keep in mind, it is a stir fry and the egg is important. If you don't have an egg, I don't know, we go into the realm of a philosophical argument of like, is it really a stir fry without an egg? I mean, you're gonna have to ask the Bon Appetit Foodcast members and Alton Brown, because I don't think my little peasant brain is advanced to tackle that argument. So just go ahead and get it to mingle. We're almost done here. Make sure the egg is cooking through. Nothing worse than biting through a little huevito that's not cooked through all the way. After it's cooked, you're gonna turn it off, and you're gonna start adding all your cold ingredients, which is the bean sprouts and the green onion. I don't know if you could throw in the peanuts right now. I think you would, but I mean, I feel like it's more aesthetically pleasing when you throw it in after the fact. So after you throw in your veggies, you're gonna just mix them all together, get it to know each other, and we're pretty much done. Right now we're just making sure that they're all mingled and they're all gonna be nice and tasty and evenly distributed, because, well, it would suck if you got more onion than you did anything else. So just move it around a bit, make sure it's evenly distributed with everything as best as you can. Again, if you're cooking this for people at your house, I like to serve family style, and usually we would eat it from the wok, but the wok would just burn our table, so I put it on plates like a civilized animal than I am. Bring it on over, have your plate out, go ahead and just start plating, taking a nice big chunk. You'll probably get more noodles than anything, so right here you can decide how much more shrimp you want, how much more tofu you want. You can also make this recipe with chicken breasts or chicken thighs. Just cut it real thin, and before you cook anything else, start cooking the chicken a little bit beforehand and then add in the shrimp. So now we're just gonna plate it, and we're gonna throw in our roasted chile de árbol that I blended down to a powder form. Throw it onto the side. If you already know that you like the heat, you could just throw it straight on there. And then for right here, we're gonna set our peanuts to the side as well. We're gonna finish it off with just a little squeeze of our lime here. So if you have a lime and you don't know if it's juicy, what you can do is just roll it beforehand a little bit and then cut it. Luckily, these limes were juicy. When you cut it in half, you're gonna just cut it into quarters, and then boom, pad thai. Sorry, motherfucking pad thai is what it's all about. We have all our elements right here. It's like if you were to go to a quick stir fry shop, which I went to casually when I went to UCR back in my day.